Chris Lowe here, Texas Tech Football Media Days with Branden Jackson for Double T 1043, Double T 1043.com. Your defensive coordinator, Matt Wallerstedt, has said that, one thing he wants from you, and I don't know if this is natural for you to be this way or not, but I really want Branden to be more vocal and be more of a leader. Is that something that you feel like you have to work at a little bit?
It's definitely something I had to work at. It's not my natural thing. I'm more of a do as I do kind of guy, lead by example kind of guy. In high school, I've always played with players who were the ones who hoorah and all that, kind of rally people. I was always the one, when something needs to be done, I get it done and kind of do as I do, lead. I'll lead and you guys just follow me. But it's a different role that I've been asked to play this year and actually be able to speak up and say things. And I guess it kind of frightened me because I didn't know if I had the respect or if I've earned that yet. But after Jackson, the lone senior on the defensive line kind of took me in and told me, I'm the senior, but this is your D-line. Like he told me to step up, and that was just respect. And for him to say something like that, I've taken this on strong, and now I'm making sure my voice is heard every time it needs to be.
Was that an eye-opening talk when he brought you in?
It was very eye-opening because that's not something Jackson does. Jackson's a hard worker, and when he has something to say, everyone listens and he says it. But for him, so when he called me in there, like, I want to talk to you, I was like, God, man, what did I do? Hey, Jackson, I'm trying to go home. It's hot. But when he told me, I just want to let you know this is your team, and I want you to act like it. I was like, I appreciate that, and I'll make sure to do that.
When you think back to last November, what's your first thought when things weren't going well? Like, are you trying to, I hate to bring it up, but is that something you're trying? We can't get back there.
When I think about last November, nothing comes to mind. It's really I've literally put that in the past, and that's just that. Like when I think about the past now, the only thing I can remember is after winning the Holiday Bowl, how good it felt, and how well we played as a defense, and it's encouraging, and that's as far back as the past I got. And by the time camp is over, I won't be thinking about that anymore.
Sack total. If I say you're capable of 10 sacks, is that realistic? 12 sacks? 8?
It's very realistic.
Okay.
I feel like anything less than double digits is just that's on me, and that's my fault, and that's not what the team needs from me. And I feel like I can be that pass rusher that people have encouraged me to be, and coaches have seen in me the potential. I feel like it's time to show it, and I expect nothing less tthan at least 10 sacks.
And Will Smith led the team in sacks last year. You can't let a linebacker lead the team in sacks.
Will did lead the team in sacks. I think he had a half sack more than me, but sometimes it happens when Coach Wally, them defense he dials up, they're exotic, and sometimes the Will linebacker happens to get free, and Will capitalize on all of those. But at the same time, I let a lot slip through my hands. I know I had Bryce Petty in my hands wrapped all up in Baylor, and I slid off him. So I could have been leading if I would have got it done. And Will capitalized on that, but it's not gonna happen again. I won't let that happen.
Go through some of the new guys that are playing with you, and Jackson and Demetrius Alston, all that stuff, because that's what it seems like so many people are asking about. Maybe Davis on offense and all that he brings, but then all these new guys on the defensive line, because there's so many new ones.
All of them bring a different element, but the only thing consistent they all bring is they're all very, very aggressive people. They're massive, big people. They all have size, and they're very mean. They're mean-looking guys, and they play mean. And
Kerosene and BOF.
BOF is seriously. That's taken all the way in effect. And I feel like when they were recruiting, they were asking you, when you were born, what was your blood type? Was it A, B, or BOF? But Rika, he's a big, mean-looking guy who gets after it, goes full speed all the time. Marcus Smith is a big guy who has a lot of quickness to him. And then Brandon Thorpe is a tweener who does both. He's very strong and very quick at the same time. So, they're all going to add depth, and they're going to play. I told them when they first walked in here, no slacking. This summer workout it's not a pity party. We don't care if you're not in shape. You need to get in shape because you guys are going to play, and that's just that. And they all have embraced it, and everyone's been competing. And I'm just excited to put on the pads and get after it. And then even I go as far as to say, at the bandit position, Pete was kind of the lone wolf out there doing everything and playing over 60 snaps. But we got Andre Ross and Chris Williams coming off the knee surgery who are ready to go and looking good. And this defense, this front seven is going to be really impressive.
And is it fair to say that you guys will ultimately decide up front what kind of defense you are as a whole? Not to take anything away, guys, from the back end, but you decide it.
I would never take anything away from the back end. I feel like our secondary is one of the best, and people would be really, really surprised at how good we are in the secondary. But it's already been let known. I let everyone know that we only go as far as the front seven. We only go as far as the D line at that. We're going to set the tone early. We're going to make sure that we're the bullies and not the bullied, and that's just that.
So dictate and not be dictated.
Exactly. We will dictate we're going to dictate the pace of the game.
How much you weigh now?
I'm up 275 now, so this is
And a year ago, you're what?
248, 250.
248.
So I put on a lot of weight, and it's some good weight too. So I'm ready to show how explosive I've gotten over the offseason.
There he is, Branden Jackson.